forgot to put that over. Let's see. Let's put that down. There we go. There we go. And I should probably, let's see what we got here. Lower this a bit there. And of course I fucked that all up. God damn it. Instead of just deleting stuff, I just fucking put stuff over it. There we go. That works. And now I'm all the way down in the corner here. What the fuck? Oh, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Should have just left it alone. Made it worse. Should have just left it alone. Sometimes you try to make things better because you're just not satisfied with it, and then you just end up making it look 10 times worse. Anyway, I don't know if you can hear me, but I turned down my microphone by minus 10 decibels, so it's like 0 is neutral, right? And then I minus 10, so it says negative 10.3 decibels. So I'm trying to like cut down on like the weird room noise that you hear every stream. If you watch any stream I do, you'll hear weird room noise. Whenever the game is not loud, when the game's more quiet, and I'm not talking, even when I am talking, but like if the stream is more quiet, then you hear it's worse. Hopefully you can't hear any more of that room noise, I guess, as they call it. But hopefully you can still hear me. I don't know. Let me know if you can. Because if you can't, then I'll turn it up and restart whatever it is that I'm saying. Yeah, so some pretty big news here. Like, well, this happened. Let me pull it up here. This happened. This was reported August 12th, so I'm like a week late on this. But I didn't know about this because Idol news is pretty difficult to come by, especially former Idol news. So, yeah, Google, Google spies on you. So Google, on my feed, it gave me like a news article this morning. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah, so there's a former like Keyakizaka46 member that's like a popular idol group. And yeah, she like left the group. I don't know. When did she leave the group? I don't even freaking know. Honestly, I don't. I honestly don't even know. Shit. Let me tap it in. I should have pulled that up. I should have pulled that up. That should have been like the first thing I pulled up was a Wikipedia. Of course, I assume anybody that clicks on this video probably knows who she is anyway. Yeah. Where is it? Okay, she departed the group November 2018. So it's been almost 2 years. It's been almost 2 years since she left Keyakizaka, and they're a really popular group. They got good songs. They got a lot of music videos with a lot of views, which makes the comments from Facebook that I'll read later just so hilarious. People trying to be funny and edgy. White guys in Japan, they are so special. Yeah, so she left the group, and she's on Instagram. 426,000 followers. Has a Twitter too, and I believe she has just as many followers on Twitter as she does Instagram. So, now she's, just modeling. I didn't mean to say it like just modeling, but obviously, when you're in an idol group, the spotlight is much more intense on you. Yeah, so when did it start that? January 4th, 2019. So, a couple months after graduation. That's what they call it. Instead of quitting or retiring, they call it graduation, which is kind of weird. Japan. Oh, she's in some kind of movie. Looks like a samurai thing, or I think it was a live action play. I don't know, like some kind of theater thing. I don't know. I don't know. And there's a like training for it. Yeah, there's her training. Pretty cool. That's nice. Yeah, modeling and stuff like that. Incredibly short, has giant boobs. That's what you need to know. Incredibly short, giant boobs, cute. Anyways, not even relevant, but you can't use Wikipedia as a source on this essay. Well, Wikipedia, you have to fact check. If you know, I know this stuff, but Wikipedia is more nice and neat. It's just there. It's there for you for a quick reference, but I guess it's up to the individual to look up stuff. So I can verify this Wikipedia information is truthful for this particular person. Anyways, so yeah, she tested positive for coronavirus, and yeah, it was confirmed last Wednesday. See, now it's like Monday. So yeah, it was last week. Began suffering a fever. Then 2 days later, she went under some. What the fuck is a polymerase chain reaction test? If I'm saying that correctly. Anyways, yeah, that's what she looks like. I guess that's a more current picture. Um, we sincerely apologize to all her fans and those involved in her work for causing a great deal of inconvenience and anxiety, the agency said. That is so typical Japan. I need a drink for this. I need a drink for this. Come by. Dealing with this nonsense. This is so Japan right now. Apologizing for getting a virus. That's Japan. Imagine having to apologize because someone got an illness. That's Japan. This is like that idol who got assaulted outside of her apartment by two guys. She got assaulted. I don't know if she was sexually assaulted, but she was definitely physically assaulted. I don't know if they actually I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did something sexual to her. I'm not sure if they full on raped her, but I'm sure there was some kind of sexual component to the assault. But she was physically assaulted outside of her apartment, and her agency forced her to apologize on stage live to her fans for causing any inconvenience or worry by basically going to the police and yeah, because the her agency tried to sweep it under the rug and tried to get her not to go to the police and sweep it under the rug, and so then she decided to go put him on blast on Twitter. I don't think she's in that group anymore. I forgot which group it is. One of those AKB groups. It's not AKB, but it's like one of those sister groups. Like they have many different, each there's all these different regions of Japan. Like there's one where I live, HKT48. That's like Hakata, which is in Fukuoka City. There's like a Hakata 48. I think she was like Nagoya or something. I want to say she was like in GT or something like that. It doesn't really fucking matter. But anyway, she was forced to apologize for being assaulted, which is fucking weird. But yeah, that's just as funny. Just the wording of that is so funny. Yeah, so she was one of the original 23 members. Yeah, despite what people think, it's not actually 46 members. I don't know why it's called 46, but it's named Keyakizaka because there's a street in Roppongi called Keyakizaka. So they named after, and just like Nogizaka 46 and Hinatazaka 46, they're named after streets in Roppongi. It's just a clever little naming idea, I guess. They name it after famous streets. Yeah, so the group was formed in 2015. She left the group a little over 3 years later. Now she's an actress and radio personality. Very short article. Yeah, very short article. Well, what do you expect? It's Tokyo Reporter. It's not like they actually try. I don't even know why they're so popular or why I follow them. I guess somehow I caught wind of them a couple years ago. I don't know. Probably 3 or 4 years ago. Probably around the same time I came to Japan. Latest scandalous news from Japan. They should call themselves the latest depressing news from Japan, because that's literally all they post about. Which, I mean, it's fine to post about negative stuff, but literally that's it. That's all they post about. That is all they post about. I don't know. The guy who created Tokyo Reporter is a long time like foreign resident, so he's one of those guys that are kind of I don't know. Just seems like he's got some kind of bitter existence. I don't know. They never post anything positive or happy. I mean, geez, if you read Tokyo Reporter every day, you would think that Japan is like the worst place on the planet. Of course, if you only look at like J vloggers, then you probably think Japan's a weeaboo wonderland, because a lot of these J vloggers lie about Japan. It's perfect. It's amazing. All these crazy myths that they perpetuate. It's ridiculous. I need to make a video where I just like debunk all these crazy Japan myths that just won't die. Like, there's all this information out there and people just, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I got some screenshots here. I won't put them up on here, but you can go check it out. If you really want to go check it out, the Tokyo Reporter on Facebook, go down a few days, like maybe 6 days, 5 or 6 days into the feed. They don't post that much, so you should be able to find it pretty quickly if you really want to look at the comments yourself and respond to them. I wouldn't, though, because those people are like the lowest of the low. When it comes to like foreigners who live in Japan, the Tokyo Reporter guys, they take the cake. Yeah, so let me read some of these comments off. Yeah, so Tokyo Reporter, they posted a link to their Facebook page. And of course, the very first comment you see is, never heard about her. Okay. And okay, you're thinking, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? What's got you all? I'll tell you what the deal is. I see this comment all the time on pages like this, on these English foreign news for Japan. English pages that are targeted towards foreigners who live in Japan, or people who are interested in Japan. Which, honestly, if you don't live in Japan, these pages are worthless to you. So, I don't know. Most of these guys do live in Japan, though. They claim to, anyway. They claim to. But yeah, I see this comment all the time. Whenever there's an article written, or I guess typed, about a famous, and it's always women. It's never men. If they never heard of a guy, they won't say anything. You don't see comments like that. But whenever it's a famous Japanese woman who's like an actress or a musician, singer, dancer, idol, whatever, somebody that's famous, that is kind of well known. Keyakizaka is pretty well known. Like, they're everywhere. They're just at my local Lawson Conveni. They're all over the fucking place. And this particular lady is on plenty of magazine covers. If you go into a grocery store or a convenience store, you're going to see her on plenty of magazine covers. And they're on TV, they're on internet ads, they're everywhere. So the chances that you haven't seen her is, if you live in Japan, of course, and you consume Japanese media, or you're around Japanese media, then somehow indirectly you're gonna know who Keyakizaka is. You're gonna know they're an idol group. You're gonna know they're a big deal, and you probably have gonna seen this particular young lady. And so when a guy comes on here and says never heard about her, you know he's not saying that like out of like, oh, please tell me who she is. Well, it tells you who she is in the article, and plus there's this thing called Google. So the only reason you would be posting this is to be a smartass. And they post this stuff a lot. Like, they'll be like, who? Never heard of her. Why is this even news? Who gives a shit? Basically, these are all the comments that are just in this one post. Never heard about her. And then, oh, okay, I guess I didn't take any more screenshots. There was one guy who, like, did a laugh react. And of course, he's got his name in, like, katakana and shit like that, like a fucking cringe weeb. And he looks like a total dork. And he's, laugh reacting to someone getting coronavirus. I assume because she's a woman and because she's an idol. So that's funny to him. I don't think it's very funny. That's not funny at all. I mean, she's probably gonna survive, but I don't see how that's funny that she got corona. That's not really funny. But let me click on this link here. I'll click on this real quick. See if this takes me somewhere. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Oh, of course, it just takes me to the thing. Alright, let's go all the way down. It shouldn't be that far down. I'll go down a little bit. Should be August 15th, I believe. Maybe. Let's see if I can find it. Huh, Fukuoka News. Man with 1,000 yen runs up 1 million yen tab at a hostess club. That's not surprising. Here it is. There's the article. Never heard about her. And who gives a shit? A lot of people give a shit. Apparently you give a shit because you're commenting. Who gives a shit? That's like the most dumbest thing ever. Obviously a lot of people gives a shit because there's 36 reactions, 26 comments, 5 shares. And also she's famous. If you've been in Japan for more than a coffee break, you know that she's pretty famous. And also, just because you're a dumbass who isn't culturally aware of things, doesn't mean she's not worth reporting about. These are just comments by white dudes in Japan who are trying to get a rise out of people. Congratulations, it worked. 'Cause I fucking hate stupid people. No wonder she's not wearing a mask. Oh, okay. That's not so much him being a dickhead, him just trying to make a joke. Why is this news? Because she's famous, dummy. I commented on that. Actually, I commented on all these. I'm a fanboy. I'll admit it. Yeah. Who? Oh, the cliche gif. Okay. ... Wait, what does it say? Keyakizaka46? Never heard of him. Okay. This is the guy that constantly posts about legalizing marijuana in Japan. They're not going to legalize marijuana in Japan. You're not even smoking marijuana in Japan. If you are, I hope your ass gets deported. Not because of the whole marijuana thing, but just because I don't like you and you're a cunt. This guy is constantly Mr. Negative, always being a smartass. But he's that kind of guy. Izakaya is like a Japanese... It's like a Japanese bar where you can drink, obviously, but they also serve things like, you know, meat, like yakitori, yakiniku, stuff like that. Yeah, it's like a little restaurant. They serve alcohol. It's nice. But yeah, he's trying to make a joke, but he's being a smartass about it. It wasn't funny. He knows who they are. And these are guys who are like... These are guys who... Oh, this person left a link to somebody. I don't know who it is. I'm not going to click on it. Tested positive too, haha. See, again, I don't see how that's funny. I really don't. But yeah, you got these like edgy white people who live in Japan, who are bitter gaijins, and I guess that's how they get their kicks, is making jokes about somebody getting corona and pretending like they're too cool. I'm a cool gaijin. I don't know anything about pop culture here. Pretending like they came here for some noble reason. Bullshit. Bullshit, dude. You came here to find yourself a little Hanako and get yourself a little square house and a little cube car and a couple kids. You fucking dork. Yeah. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. If there's any update on it, I will, of course, I guess talk about it at some point. I need to do more Japan news videos. Unfortunately, I need to do better at these because I just sort of just popped online and just started rambling. I need to set it up better and market it ahead of time instead of just randomly going live whenever. But yeah, I need to do more talking videos like this about current events. Although honestly, is there really anything to talk about? I mean, here I'm talking about Corona. That's literally all there is to talk about, I guess. The only reason I'm talking about Corona is because it's something that I actually care about. Like, I'm not really affected by Corona personally. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody personally who has contracted the coronavirus. Nope, don't know anybody. So this is as close to home as it's gonna get for me as somebody I'm a fan of getting it. Like one person. That's it. That's like one person for me. But yeah, I'm gonna take a shot of Jim Beam here. To Yui's health. Get well soon. Come by. That was apple flavored Jim Beam whiskey. Ooh. It's nice. It's pretty cheap though. It's nice for a cheap whiskey, I guess. When I say nice, that's what I mean. It's nice for what it is. Yeah. So that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And now I'm gonna take a quick break here, and then I'm gonna jump over to an Animal Crossing stream. As you may or may not know, got a Nintendo Switch about a week ago, and I've done 2 Animal Crossing streams so far, and I'm gonna do my 3rd one after this stream ends. So subscribe. Of course, by the time you see this replay, I'll have already streamed that, but you should still subscribe and hit the notification bell because I'm sure I'll do a lot more Animal Crossing streams and other games. Right now, all I have is Animal Crossing and a bunch of like free Nintendo, like Famicom games and shit like that. But yeah, I'm sure I'll get a lot of play out of Animal Crossing. Also, I'm still playing Ghost of Tsushima, which I'll get into that probably in a few days and continue with that. So yeah. Thanks for checking out this video. I will see you next time. And stay safe and stuff. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Use alcohol. Social distance. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and preach to you because I'm not going to pretend I'm doing great at social distancing. I'm not. I'm doing like really bad. But wearing a mask. Staying away from people as much as can. Washing your hands a lot. Keeping distance. I already said that. Using your hand alcohol, whatever. There you go. See you later.